Hello friends, how are you? Must be fine. In previous lesson of his first flight, William O'Flaherty, we have seen that there is a little seagull alone on a ledge. The condition was that he was living with his family, with his mother and father, but and his brothers and sisters was also there. But the problem was that they all have learned the art of flying, but this little seagull, was very much afraid of flying. So he was not able to fly. And where we stop, at that moment, he was alone on the ledge. No one was with him. His mother and father have gone to a plateau, and his brother and sisters also have gone there. And now he was alone there. Let's see. See, he stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing. He closed one eye and then the other and pretended to be falling asleep. See, from previous day he has not eaten anything, and now he has slowly stepped out of the brink of the ledge. See student, in last lecture we have seen the meaning of ledge and brink. Ledge means the stony part and brink means the edge of that stony part. So he slowly stepped out, come to the brink. And what he was doing? He was standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing. He was standing there with one leg and he closed his one eye then the other. Means simultaneously he was closing this eye then this other eye, like that. Why he was doing like this? Because he was pretending to be falling asleep. He was pretending. दाखवत होता तो. What he is trying to pretend? That he is falling asleep. His parent and brother was on the opposite side of the ledge. And he was pretending that he is falling asleep, means he is become very weak. He is not able to stand and that's why he is standing on one leg and closing his one eye and then the other. That I am become very weak and I am not able to stand also. Still, they took no notice to him. They means parents, father, mother and the children, his brother and his sister. They took no notice to him. He saw his two brothers and his little sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their neck. His father was preening the feather on his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now see the condition. No one was looking at him, no one was noticing. He was their side and he was looking at them. And what did he saw? That his two brother and his sister is lying on the plateau and they are dozing, their heads sunk into their necks. See the condition. They have learned the art of catching fish also, their brother and sister. They have got fish, herring, we have seen in last part. They had that and now पेट भर गया है and they are going to sleep. They are feeling like dozing. So they are dozing. The meaning of dozing is light or short sleep or a nap, which we used to usually have in afternoon. So they are full now and they are taking their nap. So they are dozing. What his father was doing? His father was preening. So what is the meaning of preening? His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Preening means making an effort to clean feathers with the beak. He was cleaning his feathers, their day-to-day activity like that, cleaning and all that. So he is full now. He's also had all these things, fish and all that, and he is also doing his activity. So these brothers have taken their nap. They are not paying attention. Sister is also. His father is cleaning all this thing, feather and all, and only his mother was looking at him. Now mother is after all mother. फक्त आईचं त्याच्याकडे लक्ष होतं. आई ती आई असते ना. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. तिचं लक्ष कसं होतं? She was standing on high hump. Hump means little raised mast on land. उंचवटा. She was standing on a hump, this type of area. Why she was standing there? So she can see clearly what his little child is, his little seagull is doing on the other side. And her white breast thrust forward means she is looking straight to the little seagull in that way. And standing on his leg, on the hump, what she was doing? She was noticing her little child. Now and again, she tore at piece of fish that lay at her feet, and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. Now he loved to tear food. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. The mother was standing on the hump, and what she was doing? Now and again she tore the piece of fish that lay at her feet. She was storing the fish. It was holding in her pit. She was storing the fish and then scraping each side of beak. Beak means this is called beak. So she was scraping each side of beak on the rock. The sight of food maddened him. The way the mother was touring the fish, taking the pieces of fish, making the pieces of fish, that sight was maddened him. Madden means the word madden is made from mad. You must have know the meaning of mad. So that was the condition of that little seagull. He has become mad when he saw the sight of fish and mother was storing it because he was too much hungry. And when he saw all this thing, he imagined how he loved to tear food that way. He imagined how he used to love to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and then to wet it. We'll see the new word so you will understand the point clearly. The mother was tearing the fish. She is scraping also. Scraping means rubbing. She is rubbing her beak on the rock like this. And when the little seagull saw the sight, he is become crazy like this. See, he is doing like this. And he is imagine how he used to eat the fish, how he used to rub the fish. Now when the mother was doing all this thing, when she was eating, she was not eating, she was only tearing the fish. Tearing, making pieces of the fish. At that time, the little seagull, here, he was crying. See. Ga, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Gaw, called ha, she screamed back derisively. But he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. Now, see, he saw that her mother is storing the fish and he tried to pay the attention of the mother. He started crying ga 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 and he is begging that give me some food in that way. But what was the mother's reaction? See her mother's reaction. She was very angry and she is screaming derisively. That the meaning of derisively means she is screaming in that way that you are a fool. You are just a fool. In that way she is just screaming. But the little seagull, he kept calling plaintively. Plaintively means in a sad way. He's showing his sorrow that I am very much hungry. I want to eat food. Give me something. So her face was in a plaintive way. We'll see the new words. She was screaming derisively in a manner showing someone that she or he is stupid. It means the mother was showing that you are stupid, that you cannot fly and you cannot do hunting for yourself. But he was calling her plaintively means bicharyasarkha, expressing sorrow. See, in this way the little seagull was looking at her mother And after a minute so, he uttered a joyful cry. एका मिनिटात काय झालं? The little seagull was uttered a joyful cry. त्याला एकदम आनंद झाला आणि तो ओरडला. What must have happened? काय झालं असेल? तो इतका ओरडला का? Let's see. Previously he was plaintive. Now he has become very happily, joyfully scream. Uttered means shouted. What had happened? His mother had picked up a piece of the fish, and was flying across to him with it. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with the feet, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. What must have happened? Her mother had picked the piece of fish and she was flying across to him. Her mother was come with food because he was hungry. He was looking plentifully. Mother is mother only. So she think that I should give something to my baby now. So she come with a piece of fish. She come near to him and stopped there. He leaned out eagerly. When the mother came with fish, he leaned out eagerly. Lean means forward, bending forward. He bent forward eagerly, very eager he was, and tapping the rock with his feet. He was tapping. He has become maddened. He has become mad in that way. And what he was doing? He was trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. He is on the corner of the brink. He was tapping and he was trying to get nearer to her mother. Why? To get the fish. So leaned means he was leaned means bend from a vertical position. Then tapping with his foot. This was the condition. He was tapping. He was become very eager. Okay. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. The piece of fish in her beak almost within the reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. So mother come with piece of fish. She came nearer to him and she was just opposite to him. She was just near to him and then she halted. She halted means she stopped there. Her wings was motionless. She held her wings. It was without motion. She halted there. What had happened? The piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. Mother was holding the beak. The baby was just near. Little much distance was between them and she was just trying to, if the mother have come little nearer, he could have catch the fish. But no, the mother was halted there only. He waited a moment in surprise. The little seagull was surprised, wondering why she did not come nearer. And the little seagull was wonderful moment, wondering that why she was not come nearer to him. Why mother is halted there only. There is this much gap only. And he has become very maddened. He has become crazy. Why mother is not coming nearer to him? Because he was too much hungry. And then, maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. He was so hungry, he was not able to wait for a minute also, and mother was also not coming closer to him. Mother was halted there and he was eager to take the fish, and finally he dived at the fish. त्याने फिशवरती झेप घेतली. Already he was on the brink. कडेवरच होता तो, and he dived at the fish. Will he able to fly? He was already filled with hunger. He was too much hungry, then also he was not trying to fly. We should not forget this thing. But anyhow, he took a dive. He went forward. Now let's see what happened next. Whether he will able to fly or again he will filled with fear, or he fell down? Just see what happened in next part. So till that time, student, try to learn, read this lesson, try to go through all the new words, write these new words in your notebook. Okay, and don't forget to read the lesson and complete your work. Thank you friends. Till that time, have a nice day.